Hi, this is Andy from GPS Training. In this video, we're just doing an unboxing and a look at what you get with the Spot Gen4 satellite GPS messenger. So the first thing we're going to do is unbox the device and then just talk a little bit about what the device can actually be used for. So you'll find this on the GPS Training website under our GPS store and the satellite communicators. So initially we're just going to pull out the inner box from the outer carton, and so it's showing you on the box here we've got a Spot Gen4 device, a little bit of information on the back about what it can be used for: SOS messages, tracking, sending check-in messages, help messages and custom messages. We'll talk a little bit about that as we get the unit out of the box, and it's just telling us that it's IP68 impact, dust and water resistant, uses satellites, and it's powered by AAA batteries. So I'm just going to go into the box now and open up the box, and we'll see what we actually get inside. So it's telling us on the lid here, you might not be able to read that if it's not in focus, but it's just saying that it does require an activation. So these GPS tracking messenger devices for sending messages when you've got no mobile signal, etc., do require a subscription. So we'll have a talk through the subscription packages that are available as well with the device. But we'll just take it out of the box first and have a look at what we actually get inside. So I can see the actual device here. I'm just going to pull it out of the foam packaging. So this is the actual device itself. I'll just put that to one side for the moment. I can see they do actually include 4 lithium AAA batteries. So it is powered by lithium AAA batteries. I know you can use your own NIMH rechargeable or alkaline batteries, but to get the good battery life that we quote, Spot do recommend you use lithium batteries, but you get a set for free to get you going with the unit. So we'll just put those to one side. Looks like this is going to be the data cable, so it's a micro USB cable. This is used for when you connect it to a computer for checking for and installing any firmware stroke software updates for the device on a Mac or Windows computer. I know that when you're changing any settings on your account to do with your messages, who they go to, they're synced over the air to the device, so you don't need a computer for that, but you do need a computer to check for and install firmware updates. So that's the data cable. I'm just going to pull the carton up, and I can see inside here we've actually got a carabiner clip, which is nice for carrying the device. So I'm just going to take that off. Looks like it's a Velcro strap. And again, I'll just slide this out the way once we've got that out, and we'll have a look at how that fits on the device. So we've got a nice carabiner clip. See what else we've got in the box. We've got some stickers to do with how you do the SOS and how you cancel it. So I think the idea of those stickers is you could actually stick one on the back of the unit or somewhere else with something you're carrying, so you always know how to do the SOS and cancel it. But again, that is covered in the short manual, I'm pretty sure. So it looks like there's a warranty leaflet about the warranty. Just move that to one side. And a quick start guide. It's nice to actually see a guide, because a lot of stuff these days don't come with paper guides and it's all done online. So it does look like it's got a guide, tells you where you go first to create your account. It's showing me that the serial number and authorization code that you need is in the back of the unit when you take the back off the unit. And it looks like it's got some information about testing the unit. And so yeah, we've got a quick start guide there, which is great. So I'm just going to move the box to one side now, and we'll just pull all the bits into focus that we've actually got, and then we'll just run through what we're actually seeing on the device. I've had a good look at the manual online and videos on the device, and we have actually used the device in the business quite a bit over the years, so we've got a good idea of what to do with it. But we just thought it was nice to show you what you get in the box and just have a little bit of a chat about what the device will do for you. So basically what the Spot 4 device is, it's a device that uses the Starlink satellite system. So if you're going off the beaten track in areas where you've got no mobile phone signal, what the device will do for you, you preset this up on a web portal. So you go onto a website, you create an account, you pick a subscription, and I'll talk about the subscriptions in a moment. And then what you can actually do is set up 10 different contacts. It can be a mixture of email or mobile numbers. So if you had 5 email addresses and you wanted to put mobile numbers and you put 5 mobile numbers, that would be the 10 slots taken up. So that's how it works. If you did 10 email addresses, you can't then add mobile numbers. That would be the 10 slots taken up. The advantage of email addresses is they don't come off any of the unlimited allowances for messages, because there is a limit of 200 messages a year with all of the subscriptions. You can purchase extra messages, but these days we find most people tend to go with the email option, because so many friends and family have got email on their mobile devices anyway, so they'll get your messages through on email. But if you wanted to make sure someone got it as an SMS, you can add in people's mobile numbers. So you can put up to those 10 slots with email addresses and mobile numbers. And what you do on the website when you create your account, you can actually set up 3 different types of message. So what we've actually got on the device, I'll just show you now. We've got a little tick button here. Now what the tick button is, that's a check-in message. So you can set it that up to 10 different slots of email or mobile. When you press that button in and send a message, they get a simple message saying, I'm checking in. Could be something like everything's okay, and they get your location. So when they receive that message, it tells them it's a check-in message, and you can put up to 110 characters you can create on the web portal before you go out to what you want that message to say, and then you can send that at regular intervals during the day while you're out and about. Simple check-in message. The next one we've got is this little message bubble. That's a custom message, so you can have a secondary message, again, that you'd predetermine before your trip what would be a second message that you might want to send. It could be, we're at the end of our walk today and we're at our accommodation, everything's okay. So you can have that secondary message that can go to these 10 different slots of either email or mobile. So that's the 2 what we'd call non-emergency ones. If in the event something was to happen where you do need emergency support from, could be mountain rescue if you're in the hills, emergency services, etc. We have an SOS button here, and this goes to a monitoring station 24/7, and when they get the message, they know exactly where you are. There's a little orange flap that protects that accidentally being pressed, and we've got the SOS button there for summonsing help. On our frequently asked questions, we do list all of the countries that are covered. It does work virtually all over the world, but please have a look at our frequently asked questions where we do have a coverage map, and it shows you how it covers virtually all of continental United States, Canada, Mexico, Europe, Australia, portions of South America, portions of North and South Africa, Northeast Asia, and hundreds of miles offshore in those areas. But you'll find the coverage map in our frequently asked questions. So that's the SOS button. You can actually set up a message called help, where it doesn't go to the emergency services, it does go to your friends and contacts that you've set up. So this is the one on the other flap on the left hand side. You would predetermine with your family members or friends if they were to get that help message, and you can work out before you go what you want that message to say. It may be, I need someone to come and pick me up from this location, please. I'm not doing great, but you're not needing emergency services. You would predetermine with your contacts, if they receive that message, what they are to do. And they always get your location that they can click on and see where you were, of course, when you've sent that message and they receive it. So that is basically the buttons on the unit. So we've got the check-in, the custom message, the help message, and the SOS. There's LEDs that we can't see at the minute because the unit's not turned on, that do flash and tell you whether the messages have been sent, etc. Because you do need a clear view of the sky outside to pick up the Starlink satellite system to send these messages. There is a button in the middle here. It's a tracking button, so you can turn on tracking and have the unit track you. Included in the basic packages, you can have it track you at intervals of 5, 10, 30 and 60 minutes. The longer you leave the tracking intervals, the more battery you're going to get, and then friends and family can log into a portal on a website to actually see your movements and see where you are. So that can all be set up when you activate the device. Just to talk about the packages, they start at the basic package. It's shown on the website for Spot in euros, but when you convert from euros, the basic package works out roughly £12.25 a month, and that gives you the SOS Unlimited, Help Unlimited for email, but it is limited to 200 SMS messages if you are sending help, check-in or custom messages to friends and family via SMS. It is 200 a year. You can purchase extra messages as well, but most people we tend to find set it to go to email addresses, and then it is basically unlimited. The other package they do is called the Flex package, where if you don't want to pay every month for a year, so that was a yearly contract at £12.25, they do a Flex package, which in pound sterling is approximately £15.50 a month, and you can do it for 30 days, suspend it for a few months, and then put it on again for another 30 days. The battery life, when we talk about battery life, if you had it tracking 24 hours a day non-stop every 60 minutes with a clear view of the sky, you can get up to 52 days, 26 days if you haven't got a clear view of the sky. If you're not tracking, of course, it'll go on for a lot longer, the battery life. I mean, if you just wanted it tracking, say, 8 hours a day, it's 60-minute intervals, you get 156 days on one set of batteries. If you had it set at 30-minute tracking, that reduces to 78 days, 8 hours a day tracking. So it's really good battery life, but of course you can just change the 4 AA batteries in the unit. So just looking at the unit now then, so it feels a nice robust unit. It's not very heavy. With the batteries in, the weight of the unit, we're only looking at 142 grams, so it's not very heavy. You can see it in my hand, it's not a bulky unit. We've actually got this carabiner clip that you can use to strap it on your rucksack, because the unit is IP68, so it's totally weather rated, and you can just thread this carabiner clip through the top of the unit, and then you've got on the bottom, whichever slot, and you've got the Velcro, and then you can carabine it onto something. So that's how we can actually carry it. It does need a clear view of the sky when it's sending messages. If I turn it round on the back of the unit, we've got 4 screws, so do make sure you carry a small screwdriver to undo these 4 screws, because that's where you change your batteries. And in the back of the unit is the USB connection if you do need it to connect to a computer when you first get it, to check for firmware updates. So I'm just going to turn it back round. So really nice, compact, lightweight unit, competitive pricing for monthly pricing. And obviously if you are going off grid and you just need something for peace of mind, that you can summons help if it's needed. You can send friends and family custom messages. You can't actually text messages from your phone with it. It's not linked to a phone app at all. So you do make sure you set up your help messages, your custom messages, what you want your check-in message to say. Again, all of those messages are up to 110 characters before you do your trip. And then once you've done that, it's ready to go. All you need to do is activate it with whichever plan you want and get your 4 batteries in. From time to time, you will find on the GPS training website, we do have special deals where we have voucher codes that you can use to reduce the cost of your packages. So keep an eye out from those from time to time on our website. But look at the frequently asked questions below, where we go through lots of things that you may have thought about using the device, just to cover some of the basics. I hope you found this video useful, and thanks for watching.